Hello, my name is John Perrott and I'm going to tell you about the hand and the wrist. You have 19 bones in each hand called metacarpals, and you have 8 bones in your wrist called carpal bones. A very young child only has 4, which is why they're nice and bendy when they fall. The shape of your hand is designed to help you grip. Most of the muscles that serve your thumb are found in the hand itself. There is a muscle here that runs through the wrist. The muscles that serve the little finger or pinky are found in the hand as well, but the muscles that serve the 3 middle fingers are found in the forearm. This gives the hand a lot of strength and helps to improve the shape of the palm when you're gripping. The first 2 fingers here are designed to help work with the thumb for precision grip. So if you're holding a pen or playing a guitar. The last 2 fingers are designed to help the other fingers to provide power or strength. So they provide precision, they provide strength. The common conditions that affect people's hands are osteoarthritis, which generally affects the weight-bearing part of the hands, the bits at the end, and they can be seen as lumps or nodules in the end of the fingers. Rheumatoid arthritis is another condition that causes inflammation of the fluid in the tendon sheaths, and that can affect the base of your thumb and your wrist. There's another condition called tendonitis, which is inflammation of the tendons that go through your wrist. And that's a common one where you have to use a repeated action on your hand when you're gripping. And then we have a condition called carpal tunnel syndrome, and that simply means the tunnel that runs through the middle of the carpal bones becomes inflamed. Carpal tunnel syndrome affects one of the nerves that supplies the hand, which is called the median nerve, running through the center of your wrist. It can also be caused by problems in your neck as well and your shoulder. So what can we do to exercise or strengthen our hands? Well, let's just look at one simple thing to do with the shape of our hands. If I put my hand like that, as if I'm resting it on a mouse mat and working on a computer, the pressure on the wrist can cause problems or inflammation, carpal tunnel syndrome, just here. So we need to learn to strengthen our hands by opening up our fingers to make the hand a lot stronger and wider. Let me give you an example. If my fingers are like this, close together, and I put my wrists in front of the camera, you notice that the wrists are touching. But if I spread my fingers very wide and then put my wrists in front of the camera, you notice the wrists lift away from each other, which creates a lot of strength. This is because we have muscles between our fingers that help our strength. So let's look at what we can do. One very simple thing we can do is to learn, as we're working, to open our hands quite regularly. So every now and then, do 10 of these exercises to spread your fingers. If you want to take that a little bit further, you can get up from your desk or whatever you're doing, and with your hands spread very wide indeed, you can do press-ups against the door, or against a couch or the floor even, if you're feeling that strong. So press-ups with your fingers very wide apart and your elbows close to your side will help to strengthen your hands. Another thing to remember is that the muscles that work these 3 middle fingers, I told you they come from the forearm, so I'm just going to give you an example. They work in there. We spend a lot of our time gripping. So we forget about the muscles that have to do this action, which is to bring the wrist back. So they are in the forearm. So we can practice rolling our hand back against resistance to help strengthen those muscles. And remember also that the muscles that operate the fingers also have to do that as well. So we can open up our hands, we can roll our wrist back, and we can also work the carpal bones, which are the bones in the wrist. Now this I do by just holding my arm here, and I very gently start